What is up, everyone? We are back doing yet again another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why I collect Funko Pops. Now, a couple of things before we get into this video is this video is going to be a bit different from my previous videos. This one's mainly going to be audio. I may have something on the screen. I'm not sure what, but this is mainly just going to be an audio video. And also on top of that, some of you guys may know that I announced a video on Instagram and a couple of other, places that I had a Waiting Funko, the Overwatch wave coming soon. That is still on the way. I'm almost done with it. It should be out within this week, so look out for that. But let's get into this video. Now, real quick before I get into why I collect Funko Pops, I want to talk about how I started collecting Funko Pops, because I feel like you can't really talk about that without talking about how you started. So, let's start with that. In my area where I live, there was a store named Hastings. And they were like a video rental place where you can go in, rent games, movies, or CDs, I think CDs, but mainly games and movies. You can go in and rent those, you can buy movies, you can buy games, stuff like that. And so a while back ago, they went bankrupt and they started closing all their stores. And because of that, they were obviously clearancing everything out. And so me and my family went to go look around, see what they had. And when we first walked in, they had this table that was full of Funko Pops. And I've always seen them before this. I've seen them in Targets and Walmarts, but if you were to ask me what they were, I couldn't tell you. I just know I've seen them. So I started looking around them, and I forget how much, but they were selling them. They had like tons of new ones, really good ones. They had like that section, then a whole big row, like a Barnes & Noble section in the back corner. But they were selling them for like $2, I want to say, each. So I was looking around, and I eventually picked up 3. That was the original Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, and Slimer. Those were my first pops ever. And so then, like a week later, we went to a different Hastings, and they had the whole set of the Secret Life of Pets pops. At the time, I really thought the movie was good, and I really liked the movie. However, looking back at it, it's not that good of a movie. But I picked up all the pops anyway. Also, I was younger when this happened. This was like maybe mid to late 2016. So that's when I started collecting, but I got those ones, and then I just kept looking and seeing more and more figures that I liked. And that's just kind of how I started collecting. So with that, I kind of can use that to tell you why I collect Funko Pops. The reason I started was because I saw characters I really liked that Funko made. Ant-Man and the Slimer. At the time, Ant-Man and Ghostbusters were my 2 favorite films. But I just saw the figures and I really liked them because they were based off of characters I really liked. And I just kept seeing more and more and more characters and figures that I liked. I started looking more into Funko and looking into more figures, and I was going through all the pops they've made. And I was seeing quite a lot of pops of characters that I really liked, that I wanted to get. Now, granted, a lot of them were vaulted, such as Michael Jackson. I saw down and I really wanted it, but I couldn't get it as it was vaulted. But from the ones that was still available, they had a lot to choose from, and I was really wanting to get a lot of them because I just really liked a lot of the characters they made. And with that, I continued collecting, and then in 2017, that's when I got actually serious. I was like going to the Comic Cons, I followed their Instagram. That's when I was actually starting to become like a huge Funko fan. And then in 2018, that was kind of when I was meeting a lot of good people, such as Pop Vlogger and Pop Freak and the Funtime Plush. I will have a link to all of their YouTube channels or Instagrams in the description if you guys would like to go check them out. However, I started meeting them, and they were really good people. I've started meeting more and more good people. And when going to cons, I've met a lot of good people, so I was really happy collecting because there was a good community around it. Nowadays, when you go into something like you have a fan base or community or whatever, there's typically a lot of toxic people now, and a lot of people haters and whatever. However, if you look within the Funko community, it's not perfect, but it's definitely better than a lot of other communities because a lot of people in the Funko community look after each other, they try being helpful and whatever. Of course, there are some bad apples. Not gonna say who I've seen, but there are some bad apples in this community. But because of that, I just continued collecting, and I just kept buying more and characters I liked. I started buying characters that my family and friends would like. And that's just kind of why I've been collecting, is because I really like the characters that they make. And even pops I have in my collection that I don't know, such as the Red Chrome Vegeta, Thorish, and is there any other ones? Buzz Off. I really like the designs of them. As I've seen some people have complaints about some pops, such as Waddles, or what's another one? Finn Duchamp, how they don't look like pops. I honestly don't mind as long as they have the black eyes, the kind of squarish head, the big head, and a small body. Then that's okay for me. As long as they have that, it's fine with me. And even other ones such as Waddles, where they don't have that, they just pretty much have the black eyes. I do really like because they're unique from other pops. So I basically just collect them for the designs and figures because I just really like them. And something I want to talk about that I've seen a lot of people do is a lot of people will often go out and buy exclusives. I especially see this during San Diego Comic Con or New York Comic Con or even with the Funko Shop. Heck, even a lot of people just go and buy Hot Topic and Box Lunch and GameStop exclusives because they have a sticker on the box. And I will see many people buy them just because they have a sticker. They don't know who the character is. They don't know at all what franchise is it. They don't know what franchise it is from. There we go. They don't know anything about the character. They just buy it because it has a sticker slapped on the box. And I honestly don't see that as collecting. I just kind of see that as hoarding or even buying, just trying to buy as many figures because Funko isn't focusing just on you. You shouldn't be buying every single pop they make because honestly, they're trying to make figures for everyone. There's something for him, there's something for her, there's something for them. There's just something for everyone, and they're not mainly focused on one person. And they're not mainly making everything for one person to buy. That's at least how I think of it. But ending off this video, why do I collect? I basically collect because Funko Pops, compared to a lot of companies, are cheap and affordable. They're not expensive. They have really nice designs to them. They're eye-catching. They make me happy collecting, and it's just fun going out and hunting down figures that you want. And I just really like the characters they make of them. That's what I would say why I collect. But with that said, I'm going to end off this video. This was basically just me talking about that, why I collect. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys like this, maybe I'll try doing more videos like this, me just talking about something Funko related. But with that said, I'm going to end this video off. I hope you guys have a great day and have a great rest of your year.